Hello, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for watching the jwjacquet channel. And I am Jacquet, your host, and thank you for being here. If this is your first time of watching something on this channel, I would highly recommend that you subscribe to this channel if this content is for you or you feel someone might benefit from it. I would definitely subscribe to the channel or pass it forward. So, what is it that I'm about to talk to you guys about today? It's going to be ROA. ROA, which means return on assets. I know the last video I made, it was ROI. This is a little bit different. So the formula at the end of the day, it's almost the same formula, but instead of investments, it's assets. And which assets is in another way, it's still an investment, but there's different types, there's different levels of assets, there's different class. So which is why we're going to get into talking about this a little bit. So with that, why don't we start into talk about, how to, number one, what is an asset? An asset is anything that you own that you could either that could bring you revenue, or you could use and utilize to gain revenue from it. So that's the first thing, just to classify what is an asset. At the same time, there's many different type and many different classes of assets. So that's the one thing to look at. Calculating calculating ROA is still gross income minus your revenues and expenses to give you a net income. So now that net income, you're still going to take that net income, instead of dividing it by total investment. This time we are dividing it by average total assets. So that's where it's a little different. We're still using part of the same method of net income, but this time we are dividing it by average total asset. All right. So, with that, calculation continues. We're gonna let's get into looking at this. It's still the same thing. So say you have an asset, and when I say asset, it could mean stocks, bonds, or anything like that, or it could be property. There's a number of different classes and number of different types of assets, as I mentioned. So you would take your gross, whatever that you're getting from that asset, right? And it could be many different assets as well. So it could be stocks and bonds, and you got all these things going on, or it could just be a property. So you take those kind of assets. There's short term, long term. There's all sorts of assets. So you take that, but you need to keep them within the same class. That's the number one thing. Keep your assets within the same class. So you take your gross, which is the money that you have coming in, minus any expenses, minus any fees, advisement fees, whatever other fees that may be associated of you gaining that revenue from that asset, right? And then from that, you're gonna have net income. So with your net income, you're gonna take the same classes of assets and put them together, and you're gonna take the average of that. You're going to take the average of that total combined assets. As I mentioned, there's different types, there's different classes of assets. You need to keep them within the same types, within the same grade. All right. So once you do that, that's going to give you your true percentage of the returns on that asset. That's what I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for being here. And once again, welcome to the jwjacquet channel. And if this is your first time, I would highly recommend that you subscribe to this channel. If not, it's okay. I'll catch you guys on the next video. All right. If you're a returning person, definitely appreciate you. I'll speak to you guys soon. And thank you.